All right, wonderful people, lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome back to Let's Talk TV, your one and only YouTube platform. Always here to give you back-to-back updates on the latest. And without further ado, we'll go into the details because, of course, that is why we are here. Remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications. Okay, a new wave of hope has swept through Biafra land this morning as fresh prophecy has emerged, my people, regarding the long awaited release of the PM and the ultimate victory of the Prime Minister Simon Ewa. Okay, the news has sparked excitement across Southeast with supporters taking to the streets, believing that freedom is near, and it is not a lie, my people. Let us go into the full details of this news. Yes, as we all know, a well-respected spiritual leader has dropped a prophecy that has revealed that the Nigerian government stronghold on Nnamdi Kanu is weakening, and that unforeseen forces are working behind the scenes to set him free. Normally, we are supposed to drop a video that would correlate with this particular news at this point, but yes, YouTube and its restrictions has dropped us and has made us unable to do that. The revelation has also hinted at a divine intervention that would elevate PM Eba's position and bring Biafra's independence closer than ever before. The chains are breaking and the oppressors will soon bow. Nnamdi Kanu shall walk free and Biafrans will rejoice. This is what is coming straight from the prophet as he declared in a widely circulated message. The prophecy quickly gained momentum and has spread throughout social media recently, and of course all platforms and social media outlets have been carrying it, and many have seen this particular news as a sign that the struggle for Biafra's independence is entering a new and decisive phase. My people, this is what it is, and I believe this is where we are heading to, and we are going to get there. A whole lot of things have happened within the years that would make people think differently, but no, I feel like we are closer than we have ever been. Continuing from about Swanisha Owerri to Enugu, Biafrans are chanting songs, and people have come out talking about the anticipation of Nnamdi Kanu's release, as major towns and local leaders that are in support of the movement have organized prayer gatherings and thanking God for what they believe is an answered prayer. Yes. And on top of it, people have talked about how they have been suffering for too long. And today we have rejoiced because of the fact that our freedom is near. Okay, then in Finland, PM Simon Ewa also reacted to the prophecy from inside and stated that the Biafra government in exile has been making strategic moves and that the time for Biafrans to reclaim their destiny is here. His statements further fuel the belief that something major is about to unfold. This particular word that we've gotten right here is from PM Simon Ewa from Finland, as even as coming from his lawyer or from his representative, as he has gotten this news. Okay, while many are hopeful, political analysts warn that Nigeria's government may not easily yield. Of course, we know that these people would not easily let anything like that happen. And however, the increasing international pressure and growing internal resistance, and now this prophecy have left many wondering, could this be the final turning point in Biafra's struggle? Yes, it should be. For now, Biafrans are in joy and believing that victory is near. And as the days unfold, all eyes will be on the zoo government, yes, waiting to see if the prophecy will come true. My people, I don't doubt that this prophecy will come true by the latest times. It is just for us to be ready. And ready to take over when the time is right. And so my people would also want you to listen to the next thing that comes up
as it is one of the major things that we are aiming for right here. Thank you.
You are always welcome to do so. Now, that being said, we are going to delve straight into today's matter because not working on. Remember, I showed you some videos yesterday, which we are going to be analyzing this evening. Kindly, of course, do the needful by letting others know that we are live and direct. Very, very important.
Does that name ring a bell to anybody in the room? Because your money, $697 million annually, plus the shipments of cash funds madrasas, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, ISIS Khorasan, terrorist training camps. That's what it's funding. If you think that the program under Operation Enduring Sentinel entitled Women's Scholarship Endowment, which receives $60 million annually, or the Young Women Lead, which gets about $5 million annually, is going to women who, by the way, if you read the Inspector General's report, is telling you that the Taliban does not allow women to speak in public. Yet somehow you're believing, and American people are supposed to believe, that this money is going for the betterment of the women in Afghanistan. It is not. You are funding terrorism, and it's coming through USAID. And
He said, oh my goodness me. He said that many people thought that the US is is giving fund or aid, is giving aid to these disenfranchised people or third world country, like African countries and some of the countries in Asia, like Afghanistan. And this man, his name is called Scott Perry. Scott Perry, looking looking at the whole people, looking at everyone in the house, eyeball to eyeball, telling them that you are funding terrorism. And this is not AI generated video, this is real video because I have the full video where members of the US Congress were speaking their minds, including, some things concerning the concerns of this very man. I watched the full video, but this very one is the main thing that I want to talk about this very briefly, this very moment. So, this man, as an American politician, said it to the whole world that America is funding terrorism in these unstable, how do I put it? These countries that are not stable. These countries that have been tormented by the activities of terrorist groups like Nigeria. And he equally mentioned the name Boko Haram. I don't want to analyze it now because I'm going to play a video from one, one social media influencer who is equally famous at this very moment. Very dark man. So I'm going to analyze this video with what very dark man has to say afterwards. Because it seems like a lot of people do not understand, even though we have been shouting from morning. Yet, people did not understand what is happening. This very statement was made a couple of days ago, going to 1 week now. Yet, the executive of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom government, or should I say the presidency, has never issued any official statement concerning this very allegation. And remember, this allegation was made inside the US Parliament, inside the US Congress, in the United States of American Parliament. That is where this statement was made. Are you getting me? But are we surprised? Are we really surprised? While Barack Obama, under his supervision, not Barack Obama, I think, okay, Barack Obama fired Saddam Hussein, if I'm not mistaken, or Chastel, or one of them. But it was under the presidency of Democrats that this whole thing was happening. If you listen to the full video where others were talking, you will understand it better. So, it is clear to us that the West, be it European countries or America, are the brain behind the terrorism that has ravaged African continent today. It is in the open, even though they deny it, they keep on denying it. Britain, America, they all know, including France, especially France even. These countries are fully aware of what is happening in Africa. They fund these things, they fund this terrorism, they give them a huge amount of money, and you may ask, oh, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to, let me reserve it. I will talk about this later on today. So, when they fired Gaddafi, just like as somebody said, Igbo first, Obama fired Mohammed Gaddafi. I can't remember under whose supervision or leadership that that Muammar Gaddafi was, assassinated. But I know it is still under the leadership of Democrats. So, what am I trying to say? We all know this. We know that the West is involved. But there is a simple question which we are going to ask today. Very simple question. And we're going to leave that question when I'll be analyzing the video made by Very Dark Man. Yes, Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. Yes. So, I have a lot of questions to ask, but I will reserve it when I'll be analyzing the video that was made by the Very Dark Man. Let's continue.
It's not just Afghanistan, because Pakistan's right next door. USAID spent $840 million in the last 20 years on Pakistan's education-related program. It includes $136 million to build 120 schools, of which there is zero evidence that any of them were built. Why would there be any evidence? The Inspector General can't get in to see them. But you know what? We doubled down and spent $20 million from USAID to create educational television programs for children unable to attend the physical school. Yeah, they can't attend it because it doesn't exist. You paid for it. Somebody else got the money. You are paying for terrorism. This has got to end. I yield, Mr. Chairman.
You are paying for terrorism. That is what this man is saying. And he is talking to America that they have to stop it. Are you getting me? So, if no matter how evil a people or government might be, yet there are still good people. There are still good people. Because every former diki for John Adi. Among the 12, that was Judas. Are you paying attention? We are live on 2 different platforms. One is Biafra Unite in capital letter. And of course, the second one is Biafra Unite TV, our sister channel. Now, this man has spoken. I didn't even analyze it. I did not analyze it. But I'm going to use VDM's program to analyze this very video, because it's very, very important. And then we are going to jump into the Musa's conversation. Remember, of course, the title of this very broadcast says, "Fear grips Asorok. APC government exposed." Yes, APC government exposed. You understand? Remember that headline, so that when I will be talking about how APC government was exposed, which through this very video you see. I haven't said anything. I haven't said anything yet, but I'm going to say something. Through this video you see here, APC government has been exposed through this very video, but I'll tell you why later. Remind me, please, in case if I forget. So let us jump into Musa saga and stupidity, so that we can be able to know what is going on.
Annual lecture yesterday, but he didn't disclose the reason behind the visa denial.
There's an event to honor our veterans, those that were injured during battle. Remember last year, the Duke of Sussex visited Nigeria with his wife. Through the Invictus, they have a foundation that they try to raise the morale of troops all over the world that have suffered one form of deformity or the other in the course of defending their individual countries. So we're supposed to be there. And actually, half of my team have already gone, but unfortunately, the Canadian embassy, for knowledge best known to them, denied us visa. So I wasn't sure, and so I wanted to be silent about it. But when we couldn't get the visa, I said, this is blessing in disguise.
Musa, I want to tell you this evening that there is nothing like blessing in disguise. If I email now, bo onyo kwalo ojua mo na eju afo. Yes. You came to do damage control when we already know what happened. I'm talking to you, Musa. The Canadian government understands who you are. They know you very, very well. The Canadian government knows you very, very well. And they also know the atrocities of the army which you command. Because, let me tell you something. Now, hey. When you are a leader or commander of a certain organization or government, and your subjects, not even your subjects, those that are under you, those that are directly working for you or with you, are going about doing something very, very evil against the public or against the followers or against, a group of people or a person. I want everybody to know today that that leader or the commander is fully in support, not just aware, not just aware, no. I will give you instances. That leader or commander is fully in support of what his direct followers are doing. those who are working for him or working with him are doing. That leader is fully not just aware, no, he is fully in support of it. Because if you are not in support of this, you cannot allow those under you, those under your authority, to do what they are doing. This is very simple philosophy. Are you getting me? So Musa cannot come out and say, I did not know that my men or my boys are committing act of terrorism. No, spare me of that. Spare me of that, please. Spare me of that. Spare me of that. I don't want to hear. I don't want to listen to such. You understand? Because it takes only but one word. Stop. It is just one word. Stop. Let me use myself as an example. When the DOS Irats started attacking Mazi Simon Ekpa, I'm using my own self now as an example, and I would want those of you listening to me right now to confirm what I'm saying. When they were busy attacking the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, that time it wasn't even autopilot. At that time, there was nothing like autopilot. I want you to pay attention. This attack started immediately after the rendition of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It didn't take more than 1 week. This attack started. And within that 1 week, that is when they were busy calling Mazi Simon Ekpa for meetings after meetings, because they were having issues with Oyibo in America. Are you paying attention? The DOS under Chike Doziefa and Chinasa Hanworu were fighting against the woman in America, Madam Oyibo, because Madam Oyibo was in charge of American account. You understand? Oyibo was in charge of Umueri account, which was very, very huge, which has a lot of contributions. All the donations made in America when our leader was touring America, including when our leader announced that everybody should be contributing $1. Imagine 3 million Biafrans in America. Although I know it's more than that. But imagine 3 million Biafrans, or even 2 million, or even 1 million Biafrans in America contributing, because I'm sure everybody will not contribute. But imagine 1 million Biafrans who are contributing $1 per day. In a day, you already have $1 million. Isn't it? In 30 days, you have $30 million. No. A day, in 30 days, you already have $30 million. If a day gives you $1 million out of 1 million people. So, they knew that Umueri account was rich. And they confronted Oyibo to hand over the account to the leadership, according to them, leadership. Oyibo Ekwechiri. And this thing was happening immediately. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was rendition to the zoo. The time Oyibo Ekwechiri that she would never hand over Umueri account to them, they now gang up against her. They were busy calling PM for meetings after meetings every blessed day, because they knew that PM has a voice and he might be an obstacle to them, especially if Oyibo, mistakenly grab him. Then that will be the end of DOS. Every time on that meeting, Mazi Simon, I will be asking them, what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? How did this happen? And why did we receive the news from the zoo? None of them answered that question. They were busy telling him, come on our side first. Come on our side. We want to work. We want you to work with us. I'm giving you pure instances of what I'm talking about. Now, when the Irats began this media war against our PM, I called Chike Doziefa on live broadcast, not once, not twice. Those of you who were there, I want you to start confirming what I'm saying in the comment section. I was calling them out every day. Please, 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 leadership, control the situation. Warn these your boys to stop this attack, because this is not what we should be facing now. This is not what we should be doing now. What we should be doing is to find a way to increase the battle, the fight, in order to break the hands of the zoo to release our leader with immediate effect. All my calls for complete 1 month fell into deaf ears. Meaning what? What the boys are doing was what they were sent to do. Are you paying attention? That is, I'm giving this illustration based on what Musa is doing, or what Musa said. Are you getting me? So, thank you, Ajibo Sunday. So, now, you cannot tell me as a commander that you are not just aware, that you are not in support of the terrorism of your boys, those under your command. No, you are in support. You don't just know, but you are in support of it. That's why the DOS did not listen to me for once to, to call the boys to order. They kept on, even China Saworu will come on air and applaud them. China Saworu, Chike Dozieha will come on air and applaud them. Our media team, he will applaud them. And he will tell them, you guys are doing a marvelous job. You understand? That means they are in support of it. So, Musa, you can never tell me that Canada is not seeing what is going on in the zoo and how your boys are, causing or perpetrating acts of terrorism in the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. So you are the chief terrorist, and Canada is aware of it.
Now, following this revelation, the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, had strong words for the Canadian Embassy.
Thank you for the courage to say that Canada denied you. They can go to hell.
Hallelujah. 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 Let's continue.
Even though it's painful, it's disrespectful, but we are people. We are strong. And I agree with you. We have to fix our country.
Oh, okay. No. Don't tell me that. You see, I don't like it. I don't like it. No. If you hate me, I will appreciate it. If you hate me, always show it to my face that you despise me, you dislike me, you don't like me. Always prove it to me. Don't come and do all these petty things and wishy-washy. Don't come to me and do that. You don't have to fix Nigeria. How can you fix Nigeria? How can you fix the zoo? You don't come and tell us on the pages of newspaper and the television you have to fix Nigeria. Are you Osigino busy from your heart that you are calling for, the zoo to be fixed? It's not from your heart. So don't come and tell me, don't pretend. That's why I said, if you hate me, let me know. Show it to my face that you despise me. Yes. Show it to me. Let me be aware. Don't pretend. You don't. No. The zoo cannot be fixed. Nobody is dreaming of fixing the zoo. Nobody. Because even you, as the so-called advisor or whatever they call you, how much is your salary? How much is your salary? And how much is the minimum wage that they have been dragging since last year till today? How much? Many states under the zoo is still paying 30,000 minimum wage till now, while one